Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Masta D'Nick, and I'm back with another video.
Hey.
And I got my guy, Javante. Yes, sir. So we shot a video, meditation video, about 7 years ago. And we actually both just watched it last night, and I loved it.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was a dope video. We were actually new to the meditation and the world of that's nature, spiritual. I was figuring it out. He was becoming a Reiki master. And through this journey, he's actually a Reiki master. I'll let him tell a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my name is Javante. You can find me on Instagram at Universal Healing, UNIVERSOUL.healing. So we're connecting to the soul, but we're also connecting to the universe. And I, by trade, am a Reiki master and practitioner. Me and my wife, we run the business of Universal Healing here in Mesa, Arizona. And our goal is to inspire and empower change, helping each and every individual reconnect to themselves, their consciousness, and their energy to create a harmonious life. So we are constantly working with energy. We hold sessions, private one-on-ones. We teach classes, we host events. And our goal is just to empower and uplift humanity. And that's really what we came here to do.
All right. Love it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the questions. What is meditation?
So meditation, most people think it is literally you sitting like how I am right here, and you got your thumbs in the mudra with your eyes closed, and everybody think that's what meditation is. But meditation really is awareness. It's simply being aware of a thing, whether that's you being aware of your feelings, your thoughts, you being aware of what's going on around you. So there's birds chirping in this tree above us. We got some landscapers behind us. There's people walking. Meditation is simply being aware. And so you could dissect that into many different parts. And that's why meditation is so broad, because it's not just one thing. And so when I explain what meditation is, I tell people it is you simply becoming aware, right? So most times with meditation, we want to feel better.
Yes.
We want to have more energy. So I'm always encouraging becoming aware of your feelings and your thoughts, which is a constant meditation practice.
All right, the next question is, what are the different types of meditation or the different ways to meditate?
So there are many different types of meditations. Mindfulness meditation is one of the most common that most people practice, which is you being mindful of the moment. Practicing being conscious of your breath, the inhale and the exhale. So if you stay on today, whether you view this right now or you come back later, there's a guided meditation that we're going to do at the end. And we're going to be mindful of our breath. So mindfulness is one. There's transcendental meditation, where you are setting the intention to expand your mind and open up your senses to connect to higher dimensions. There's mantra meditation, where you're repeating a sound or a syllable or a phrase. There's visual imagery meditation. There's all different types of meditations. But the goal of it is to understand what you want to get out of meditation. That's really what determines the type of meditation that you do. So it goes back to, what is it that you're trying to achieve? What is it that you are trying to experience? And that alone will tell you, okay, this type of meditation is what you need to focus on. To give you an example, a lot of us deal with stress, whether it's with our kids, whether we are in a stressful job, or we don't have our time management right, and so we're always rushing on the go. Our stress levels will be high. So mindfulness meditation will help to calm the nervous system, because you're going to help bring your awareness back to the present moment. When other times in those moments, we're constantly putting our awareness out, focusing on the kids, trying to think about the traffic on the way to work, or thinking about those coworkers or our boss who we can't stand, right? We're projecting awareness out, where mindfulness meditation will help to call that back in and allow your nervous system to reset. So mindfulness meditation is a really popular one because it's so simple and it's powerful.
I like that. All right, so another question is, someone that knows nothing about meditation, right? They just hear about it, they see it, in some ways it's popular, but how do they start? What would be a suggestion? Like, how would they get to start meditating? What would you suggest?
Okay, so my recommendation for someone who is just starting out meditating is to accept the fact that they're gonna suck at it.
For real, I didn't know what I was doing when I first did it. That's a fact. It's gonna be a practice. You just gotta continue.
Yo, you're gonna suck at it, right? That's why it's called a practice. So the first thing is accept that you're not gonna be good at it, because we'll have this desire out the gate to have it down and to know exactly what we're doing, what to expect, how it's supposed to feel. And when it doesn't happen that way, we get discouraged and we're like, this meditation thing doesn't work.
Yeah.
I've talked to so many people over these past 7 years who said they started, stopped, started, stopped, started, stopped. And when I asked them, well, why did you stop? It was like, because I got frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like. So me sitting here focusing on my breath or trying to visualize or doing a mantra, am I even doing it the right way? So a lot of self-doubt comes in. So my recommendation in the beginning is to accept the fact that you're gonna have to work at this. Now, having practiced consistently for the past 7 years, I can tell you, it gets easier. So for the person who is just starting out, just think about making a consistent habit of it, whether it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whether you try to sit down for 10 or 15 minutes. Just think about, I meditated at least once today, for however long that needs to be. Whether it was in the morning, midday, right before you clocked back in from lunch, whether you had some free time and you were at the park with your kids and you were sitting under a tree, or right before you go to bed to help you go to sleep. Doesn't matter, as long as you do it consistently, day in and day out. Now, if you want to get specific and you want to ask in terms of, if I wanted to start off and help build a consistent habit, what would you recommend in terms of time? I did practice a specific meditation technique in 2019. For the first week, I meditated each day for about 8 minutes.
Okay.
So I sat down, I set a timer for 8 minutes, meditated 5 days straight, took 2 days off. Then the next week, I came back and I bumped it up to 16 minutes. And I stayed there. Not too sure exactly what the science is behind those numbers, but I saw it somewhere. It was a recommendation and I tried it. And that helped create a consistent flow getting into meditation, being able to drop in and get out of the mind. That 8 minutes, there's something with it. And then when you take 2 days off, the body gets a chance to integrate those 5 days. And then you come back and you double it. You almost trick your body into thinking you're only doing it for 8 minutes, but then when you get into that meditative zone, that sweet spot, you're able to stay in there a lot longer. So for those of you watching, if you want to do a specific technique for 5 days, meditate for 8 minutes. Set a timer on your phone, take 2 days off, and then coming back that next week, bump it up to 16 minutes and just stay there. And that'll help you in the beginning. And play around with it. Try different meditations. I would say in the beginning, when I first started meditating, I didn't like guided meditations because of the unconsciousness that it created. When you go through a guided meditation, if they are taking you really, really deep, you may lose consciousness. And in the beginning, I didn't like that because I wanted to experience, I wanted to know everything. So for those of you who want to understand this practice, maybe guided meditations in the beginning shouldn't be your thing because it'll take you out of the experience. But play around with it. Do guided meditations, go outside and meditate, try different sounds, There's a lot out there.
Okay. Next question is, when should you meditate? Like for me, I like to meditate in the morning before I get my day started.
Yep.
Before I go to the gym, go ahead and do my 10 to 15 minutes.
Yep.
When do you think you should meditate?
So it all depends on the person. But for me personally, like you, I also like to meditate in the mornings just because it sets up my day energetically so much better. Things go a lot smoother.
Yes.
My energy is grounded and I have a sense of clarity. So for me, I've noticed that morning times work best. However, I meditate multiple times a day. So I'll do it midday if I feel my energy is kind of high and I'm feeling a little chaotic, feeling a little anxious. I'll do a quick 5-10 minutes of just deep breathing, just to slow things down.
Yes.
And then at night, if I want to connect and open up my fields, I will meditate into sleep because it'll just set the body in such a mode where the energy is moving. So it all depends on what you want to experience and what your intention is. But if you want to experience the benefits of meditation, meditate in the morning so that you can see the effect throughout the day.
And then what would you say, how often should you meditate? So I know you were just saying how people should do it how you suggest if they're getting started 5 times a day, but how often would you suggest?
So in the beginning of anything that we start, we're so excited about it and we got so much energy and enthusiasm that we want to put all of our energy into it. But when we do that, we also have quick burnout. So for beginners, I would recommend meditating just once a day, because then your body will begin to crave it. If you can set a consistent habit of meditating daily, you will get to the point where you're moving through your day and you're like, yo, I just want that space. I just want that stillness.
Yeah.
I just want everything to slow down. Like I call it, it's like a yummy feeling. Like I feel yummy. Like the best way I can describe it, that yummy feeling after meditation, that's how I feel. And there will be times that you move through your day where you feel that, where you're like, I crave it, I want that.
Yes.
That's when you start adding in more time to your meditation practice. But in the beginning, especially if you got a lot going on, if you have a family, if you have a job and two jobs, if you are running a business, running social media, and you don't have a lot of time, just focus on meditating once a day and just be consistent at that.
All right, I like that. All right, and then in your opinion, what's the purpose of meditation?
Wow, that's a deep one. So in my personal opinion, the purpose of meditation is to connect to oneself. Because when you meditate, you are initially disconnecting from the external world. And then you are becoming more aware of the internal process, thoughts, feelings. And with that, it opens the person, the individual, up to a different world. So meditation, to me, the purpose of it is to connect to oneself, but also to gain access. I've been able to meditate over these last 7 years, and I've gained access to deep parts of myself, where as I'm meditating, I begin to visualize and see something, and it begins to create a thought form, and then there's a release, and there's a body sensation that I have. And then I start to connect that to my external reality of healing family trauma. Or there have been times where I've connected so deep within myself where I feel like I've expanded out. And I've expanded out into the room that I'm in. Then I've expanded out into the block that my house is in. Then I've expanded out to the region that me and my family live. Like I've been able to visually see that looking down. So meditation, to me, the purpose of it is to connect to oneself, but also to gain access. To gain access to what? We determine that. Yeah. It's all based on our intention and what we're looking to experience.
All right, and then last question. Where do you see meditation going in the next couple of years?
Ooh.
I feel like it got popular over the years.
Yeah, so you're not really, really in the space like I am, I'm involved around this space a lot. So let's first switch it real quick. Let me ask you that question in the reverse. These last 7 years from our first video that we made, what have you seen transpire with meditation specifically? This is a meditation video. I almost asked you about healing and stuff like that. Right. But let's just stick with meditation. What have you noticed?
I noticed that a lot of people say the word energy when they talk about meditation. Energy comes up with meditation. So with the last 7 years, when we're talking about meditation, energy plays a factor of it. That word energy gets thrown a lot. Match energy. Yeah. I'm matching your energy. What type of energy are you on? How's the energy? You know? So it used to be vibes, now it's more energy. So I feel like meditation now in the next couple of years, I feel like with it being known, a lot of people are gonna, that's why I like to continue making these videos. A lot of people just want to be like, how can I meditate quick and know it and figure it out? So I just feel like it's just gonna keep growing when it comes to meditation. And I feel like with this generation, our generation, now kids are becoming to figure out what meditation is, you know? And it's just interesting to see people like even celebrities, so to speak, that meditate. The Big Sean's, Nipsey Hussle would meditate, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like in our culture, meditation, outside of the spiritual world, meditation is just becoming bigger than what it used to be.
Yeah, and I guess in order for me to give my answer with my opinion, I have to also share that the way energy works, there is a push and then there is a pull. There's an expansion and then there's a contraction. That happens on all levels. That's how we're able to have creation, is that contrast, that push and pull. So what we're talking about and what you just described was this movement back to a more conscious mindset around wellness, around health, around well-being, right? For instance, like how you just said about there's celebrities who talk about meditation and health and wellness. I've been seeing Miguel, the artist Miguel, he's been sharing a lot of mental health tips, books, techniques on his platform. And I just thought that was so cool because he's coming from a very authentic place. Like he's in his kitchen, he's walking, getting stuff out the fridge, and he's talking about his personal journey, about him going to see therapists, him practicing meditation. He actually mentions there's a meditation method. If you guys want to look this up, it's called 6-step meditation method. There's 6 steps to it. I've heard about it and I've naturally practiced it, but somebody actually formulated a structure.
6 steps to it.
Yeah, the 6 steps of meditation, an actual method of what you're supposed to progress through. And Miguel mentioned it. So I looked it up, and the steps I already incorporated naturally, but somebody, really intentionalized it. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That we got celebrities talking about mental health, talking about meditation, because they got so many people that follow them. They have such a big influence and reach. And what I'm trying to bring this back to is that there's a move and a wave that's moving back to health, back to wellness, back to holistic and natural healing. So over these last 7 years, there's been an increase. You can look it on Google.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You can look it on Google, the trends, the searches for energy healing, meditation, Reiki, chakras, spirituality, consciousness, higher consciousness, 12 dimensions. All of these searches have all increased over the last 7 years. Why? Because there's a movement back to this natural way of living, which ultimately reconnects us back to ourselves, right? What we do with Reiki healing, energy healing, meditation is an empowerment of you are your best healer. You are your self-guru. We're helping you understand that this energy exists within you. I'm just helping you to turn your awareness inward to reconnect to it. So what I see in these next coming years with meditation is we're going to see an increase. We're going to see more businesses offering meditation services or holistic practices, modalities to their staff and employees. We're going to see more festivals and events creating an environment for these services to be used. You're going to see more municipalities. You're going to see more of like the city of Tempe, the city of Mesa, the city of Gilbert's hosting meditation, energy healing, holistic events, because that's the natural move. We're now seeing how the Western medicine system is failing us. With all the technology that we have, right? Technology is increasing, but yet we're still dying at alarming rates. We're sicker than ever. So the technology doesn't equate to better quality of life in terms of health and wellness. It doesn't mean that your health and wellness is going to increase just because we got greater technology. In fact, we're actually moving away from technology, getting back into nature, connecting back to ourselves to heal. So we're going to see a lot more of this. You're going to see more people coming out as coaches, healers, because we need it. And the more we're able to share knowledge and information like this video today and also teach people, that means that we're going to be healing ourselves. The more people that are healed, the greater humanity becomes, because we're all connected. You know, you guys don't know Dominic personally, but because you all know me and he's connected through me, there's a connection. And we're all connected by etheric cords. Let's see. What does it say?
Try this drink. So
Oh yeah.
I think got me a drink. This is not a sponsor. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it for the first time.
Before I open mine, I'm getting my chlorophyll water. You know.
Did you get the Sprouts?
Mm-hmm. And so for those of you who are, again, just tuning in, this is D'Nick. We are going live on his YouTube right now. What's your YouTube channel once again?
YouTube channel is Masta D'Nick, M-A-S-T-A, D'Nick, D-E-N-I-C-K.
Yeah. And all of you on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram, universal.healing, universol.healing. We are in Mesa, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And what we are doing is bringing the knowledge of meditation, the knowledge of energy healing to viewers, to share it, you know. So keep up with us, follow us.
Meditation, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, why to do it, all that stuff. Because I know when I first got into it, I didn't know what was going on, you know. But I did hear the word meditation going around, so I'm like, let me find out what it is. Yeah. And you just happen to be doing it, so I'm like, teach me.
Yeah. So our first video was 7 years ago.
7 years later, here we are. So
I've definitely developed, you know, my meditation practice over these 7 years, which has helped me to have a greater understanding of what's taking place in the body. And so today, the guided meditation that we're going to be doing is we're going to be connecting to the energy of the earth. Right now, again, as of May 11, 2023, we have been experiencing immense changes in our magnetic field. The magnetic core of the earth is changing. We've also been experiencing magnetic plasma that's been coming from the sun. So the sun has been erupting these massive, massive energy waves, solar flares rather, record-breaking solar flares. So the first 5 months of 2023, we've had at least 3 to 5 record-breaking solar flares. And so what that means for us is that this energy is exploding from the sun, and it travels through time and space, and it hits the earth at such a high rate that it's impacting our electromagnetic fields, our magnetic fields, and also our plasma, because we are made up of plasma. So The meditation we're going to do today, it's going to help us to ground down to the earth, help us to move our magnetic energy, which is our emotions. Okay? Emotions are magnetic. So that's why it's so hard to get over your feelings.
Okay.
Because it's magnetic. It has such a strong pull. So today, this meditation that we're going to be doing, it's very simple. You guys could come back to this, those of you who are watching on YouTube. For those of you who are on my Instagram Live, if you are able to, I encourage you to get comfortable. I'm gonna walk you through it, so don't worry, you don't have to know how to do this. Every experience level is welcome and can do this meditation. So just follow my words, okay? But that's a high overview of what we're doing, is we're gonna be grounding our energy, connecting to the energy of the earth, and then also connecting to our magnetic energy and then helping to release that. Because we've been having a lot of changes. I'm sure all of you have been experiencing it individually. We've had a lunar eclipse this past Friday.
Yes.
We had a solar eclipse last week or a week and a half ago. Mercury, I think, is just coming out of retrograde. We had some movement with Pluto, Neptune. So
A lot going on.
It's a lot going on, right?
Yeah, for real.
And here's how you can tell that there is major shifts happening when you can look out into the world, and on a global scale, there's massive changes happening everywhere. So here in the States, in the US, we actually don't hear a lot about what's going on across the seas, unless you follow social media accounts that share it. And governments around the world have been shutting down. Yeah. Economies around the world, financially, have been crumbling. Okay, so what we're experiencing here, we're not the only ones. It's been going on around the world. And I'm not bringing that up to bring up fear, but just to show you that there's massive change happening, and we have to embrace it, and we have to welcome it, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to move through it and overcome it, is by embracing it. So don't move with fear. Don't do that. But instead, step into it knowing that the universe is going to support you. All right? So let's go ahead and get into this meditation. So for those of you who just start out meditating, the first thing you have to understand is your posture. So you want to make sure that you are comfortable, whether you're laying down or if you're sitting up. So me and D'Nick, we're sitting on pillows. What I like to do when I'm sitting on my pillow, and I will show you guys what it looks like. You can get this on Amazon for 30 to 40 bucks, and it comes in handy. Throw it in the trunk, and you're good to go. So, with your posture, the goal is to sit right or sit upright on your spine, because that's how energy is going to move up and down. When you're sitting on a pillow, I like to sit a little forward so my butt isn't covering the entire seat. So I sit a little forward, which kind of tilts me just a little bit. And so I lean forward naturally. So I don't have to hold myself up with muscle. I'm just relaxed, sitting up. So you want to sit on the buttocks, the sitting bones. Sit on top of your pelvis, lean a little forward. And just tuning into the body, I want you to begin breathing deep in through the nose, filling up the belly, expanding out. And as you reach capacity, I want you to exhale slowly, allowing the belly to return back towards the spine. So inhale again, deep in through the nose, filling up the belly, allowing it to expand out. As you reach capacity, allow yourself to exhale very slowly. So continue to breathe this way, inhaling through the nose, down into the belly, expanding out. And when you feel full, just exhale softly and slowly, allowing the stomach to return back. So if you want, you can use your palm, placing it on your belly. And as you inhale, you can imagine you're pushing your palm out. And when you exhale, it's returning back. Check in with your body once again. See if you can drop your shoulders. Check in and see if there's any tension in your jaw. Relax your core. Relax the thighs and legs. Just stay connected to the breath. Life begins and ends with the breath. In order to be a spirit, you must breathe. So to breathe means you are a spirit. So when we sit with our breath, we are connecting to our spirit. Continue to breathe in deep. Inhale down into the belly, expanding out. And then exhale slowly. Your hands and palms can be however you want them to. You can put them in the mudra, you can place them down on your lap, or palms up. If you sit with your palms up on your lap, just know that you are opening your energy channels in your palms, and this is going to allow you to receive energy from the universe. So you might start feeling tingling sensations. It might become warm or active. So just know if you go supine, you are receiving energy. Check in with the body once again. See where you can drop the shoulders, release any tension. The reason why we're breathing right now before the guided meditation piece is to reset the nervous system. And so that was 5 minutes of conscious breathing. Check in with yourself and feel the body. Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more calm? Does it feel like things maybe slow down a little bit? How do you feel, Dina? So, in the beginning of your meditation practice, you want to first prep the body by the posture, but also by the breath. Breathing in that manner, as you inhale deeply and you extend your exhale, what you're doing is you're activating your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve inserts into your skull, runs alongside your ears and your neck, comes directly down your sternum, into your diaphragm, and into your gut. When we extend our exhale, we're exercising and activating the vagus nerve, which is responsible for rest and relaxation. So, some of you may feel the shift. You might yawn a little bit. That's a good sign. So if you feel a little bit more soft, more relaxed, you shifted your nervous system. And that was only 5 minutes of conscious breathing. How do you feel?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that is prepping the body for meditation, because sometimes people will try to jump right into meditation and their minds are all over the place. And they're like, I can't sit still. I want to go here. I'm thinking about this. I need to do this. Well, the reason that is because you didn't prep the body. So you got to sit down for a minute and you got to connect. And you do that by deeply breathing. Okay? So go ahead and get back into your comfortable position. If you need to open up your legs a little bit, go ahead. And by all means, you don't have to sit like this for meditation. You could be sitting in a chair, you could be sitting in your car, wherever you could just create a moment of stillness. That's where you can meditate. Okay? So we're going to reconnect back to the breath, and we're going to reconnect back to the body. So begin inhaling deep in through the nose, filling up the belly, expanding out. And as you reach capacity, allow yourself to exhale very slowly. And you don't have to exhale all the air out. It should feel comfortable. Nothing should feel forced. Everything should feel smooth. So inhale deep, filling up the belly, expanding out. And then as you exhale, just exhale slowly. And imagine you begin sinking down into the floor, into the chair, into the driver's seat, wherever you may be, the couch. As you exhale, I want you just to imagine you're sinking down into the floor, into the surface of the earth. Continue to inhale, breathing in through the nose, down into the belly. And as you exhale, just imagine you're melting down into the floor. Continue to breathe, checking in with the body, seeing where you can drop tension, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the core. We're going to use visualization, intention, and our breath to connect to the energy of the earth and to begin releasing our magnetic energy. So as you continue to breathe, I want you to visualize as you are exhaling. I want you to visualize your energy, and however it reveals itself to you, sinking beneath the surface of the earth. And just imagine that it is slowly moving down towards the core of the earth. So you can imagine as if it's water dripping down from a pipe. Or you can imagine as if it's honey drizzling off of a spoon. Just exhale the energy down, allowing the body to sink. Continue to visualize as you're exhaling your energy sinking further beneath the surface of the earth, moving through the different layers, moving through the soil, passing through all the roots of the trees, connecting deeper as it moves faster, going towards the core of the earth. Gravity begins to kick in, and your energy becomes a little bit lighter. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize and see a bright orange ball that is the core of the earth. And imagine that your energy, as it continues to get closer to the core of the earth, it begins to spread out in all directions to wrap around the core of the earth. And as you begin to connect to the core of the earth, your body begins to sink deeper into the floor, into the chair, or wherever you may be. Continue to inhale in through the nose, filling up the belly. And as you exhale, continue to direct and guide your energy down that center line that you created, all the way down to the core of the earth, activating that connection. Take a big inhale in. Exhale slowly. Now visualize your connection from the body down to the core of the earth, that connection becoming completely solidified, anchoring your energy into the earth. Continue to breathe deep in through the nose, expanding the belly, exhaling slowly. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize inside the core of the earth. Visualize this solid steel ball that's just metal. So visualize it being hard, that matte gray. That is the magnetic core of the earth. Now, on your next inhale, I want you to inhale the energy of that magnetic core up your center line that you solidified between your body and the core of the earth. And I want you to inhale that magnetic energy up the center line, up into the body. And as you exhale, I want you to radiate this magnetic energy in all directions within the body. You might begin feeling a strong pull forward. You might feel yourself sinking down more, or you might even feel yourself swirling in a vortex. Continue to inhale this magnetic energy up from the magnetic core of the earth, up your center line, into the body. And as you exhale, just radiate this energy out in all directions. To the crown, to the back of the body, to the sides, to the front. inhale the energy up from that magnetic core, visualizing it as you inhale up that center line. And as you exhale, feel the denseness of that magnetic energy as it encases your entire body. Now you've connected to the magnetic energy of the earth. And I just want you to sit in this energy for a moment, feeling it, noticing what the body is experiencing. Checking in and see if you can drop your shoulders a little more. See if you can let go of any tension in the core. You might feel waves, tingling sensations. Your hands and feet might feel hot. All of this is normal, and it means you've activated your energy. Great job. Now we're going to focus on releasing our energy of emotions. So if you've been irritated, frustrated, upset, sad, angry, if you've been feeling depressed, if you've been grieving, I want you to connect to that energy right now as we have our magnetic energy amplified. And as you inhale, I want you to imagine you're collecting all of that energy, all of the emotions as a ball, right in your solar plexus, in your center gut. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you are pushing this energy back down your sensor line, down to the magnetic core of the earth, so that it can be transmuted and so that you can release it. So as you inhale again, imagine you're collecting all of that energy from your field into this ball of energy. And as you exhale, imagine you're pushing it down your center line, directly into that silver, grayish, matte color core, and releasing and letting it go. And so as you do this, as you continue to exhale, you might even begin to feel lighter. And you might feel some type of movement in your body. That is normal. Just continue to focus your intention on inhaling, collecting all that energy into a ball, seeing it become smaller every time you inhale. And then as you exhale, you are pushing that energy down. One more time, inhale deep, collecting all the residue energy, and quickly exhale down into the magnetic core of the earth, allowing it to become transmuted. And just allow the body to naturally breathe, connecting to what you feel and what the body is experiencing. For those of you who are tuning in and you need to go, just remind yourself of the date. Remind yourself of how old you are, and that is present moment. present time, doing a meditation practice like this can shift you dimensionally. And if you get up too fast from this, you might be disoriented and it might last. So anchor yourself in your consciousness by reminding yourself of the date and your age. And as you reach capacity, allow yourself to exhale very slowly. And you don't have to exhale all the air out. It should feel comfortable. Nothing should feel forced. Everything should feel smooth. So inhale deep, filling up the belly, expanding out. And then as you exhale, just exhale slowly. And imagine you begin sinking down into the floor, into the chair, into the driver's seat, wherever you may be, the couch. As you exhale, I want you just to imagine you're sinking down into the floor, into the surface of the earth. Continue to inhale, breathing in through the nose, down into the belly. And as you exhale, just imagine you're melting down into the floor. Continue to breathe, checking in with the body, seeing where you can drop tension, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the core. We're going to use visualization, intention, and our breath to connect to the energy of the earth and to begin releasing our magnetic energy. So as you continue to breathe, I want you to visualize as you are exhaling. I want you to visualize your energy and however it reveals itself to you sinking beneath the surface of the earth. And just imagine that it is slowly moving down towards the core of the earth. So you can imagine as if it's water dripping down from a pipe. Or you can imagine as if it's honey drizzling off of a spoon. Just exhale the energy down, allowing the body to sink. Continue to visualize as you're exhaling your energy sinking further beneath the surface of the earth, moving through the different layers, moving through the soil, passing through all the roots of the trees, connecting deeper as it moves faster, going towards the core of the earth. Gravity begins to kick in and your energy becomes a little bit lighter. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize and see a bright orange ball that is the core of the earth. And imagine that your energy, as it continues to get closer to the core of the earth, it begins to spread out in all directions to wrap around the core of the earth. And as you begin to connect to the core of the earth, your body begins to sink deeper into the floor, into the chair, or wherever you may be. Continue to inhale in through the nose, filling up the belly. And as you exhale, continue to direct and guide your energy down that center line that you created, all the way down to the core of the earth, activating that connection. Take a big inhale in. Exhale slowly. Now visualize your connection from the body down to the core of the earth, that connection becoming completely solidified, anchoring your energy into the earth. Continue to breathe deep in through the nose, expanding the belly, exhaling slowly. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to visualize inside the core of the earth. Visualize this solid steel ball that's just metal. So visualize it being hard, that matte gray. That is the magnetic core of the earth. Now on your next inhale, I want you to inhale the energy of that magnetic core up your center line that you solidified between your body and the core of the earth. And I want you to inhale that magnetic energy up the center line, up into the body. And as you exhale, I want you to radiate this magnetic energy in all directions within the body. You might begin feeling a strong pull forward. You might feel yourself sinking down more. Or you might even feel yourself swirling in a vortex. Continue to inhale this magnetic energy up from the magnetic core of the earth, up your center line, into the body. And as you exhale, just radiate this energy out in all directions. To the crown, to the back of the body, to the sides, front. Continue to inhale the energy up from that magnetic core, visualizing it as you inhale up that center line. And as you exhale, feel the denseness of that magnetic energy as it encases your entire body. Now you've connected to the magnetic energy of the earth. And I just want you to sit in this energy for a moment, feeling it, noticing what the body is experiencing. Checking in and see if you can drop your shoulders a little more. See if you can let go of any tension in the core. You might feel waves, tingling sensations. Your hands and feet might feel hot. All of this is normal, and it means you've activated your energy. So great job. Now we're going to focus on releasing our energy of emotions. So if you've been irritated, frustrated, upset, sad, angry, if you've been feeling depressed, if you've been grieving, I want you to connect to that energy right now as we have our magnetic energy amplified. And as you inhale, I want you to imagine you're collecting all of that energy, all of the emotions as a ball, right in your solar plexus, in your center gut. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine that you are pushing this energy back down your sensor line, down to the magnetic core of the earth, so that it can be transmuted and so that you can release it. So as you inhale again, imagine you're collecting all of that energy from your field into this ball of energy. And as you exhale, imagine you're pushing it down your center line, directly into that silver, grayish, matte color core, and releasing and letting it go. And so as you do this, as you continue to exhale, you might even begin to feel lighter. You might feel some type of movement in your body. That is normal. Just continue to focus your intention on inhaling, collecting all that energy into a ball, seeing it become smaller every time you inhale. And then as you exhale, you are pushing that energy down. One more time, inhale deep, collecting all the residue energy, and quickly exhale down into the magnetic core of the earth, allowing it to become transmuted. And just allow the body to naturally breathe, connecting to what you feel and what the body is experiencing. For those of you who are tuning in and you need to go, just remind yourself of the date. Remind yourself of how old you are, and that is present moment, present time. Doing a meditation practice like this can shift you dimensionally, and if you get up too fast from this, you might be disoriented and it might last. So anchor yourself in your consciousness by reminding yourself of the date and your age. You still recording?
Nah, it shut off.
Shut off for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we got most of that though.
So I'm gonna add this and that so you can cut this part out. So for those of you who were watching through the YouTube video, it kind of cut off, but towards the end of the meditation, because we already grounded our energy to the core, we don't have to re-ground ourselves. So the fact that You're seeing this now is totally fine. But whenever you are ending a meditation and you move energy at this capacity or this rate, it will shift you dimensionally. So you need to practice present moment. So remind yourself of the date, remind yourself of your age to bring your consciousness to this present moment. Because if you get up too fast from a meditation like that, it could disorient your consciousness. And that's kind of why some people got schizophrenia, because they are actually transitioning through timelines and dimensions. So their consciousness is split. We think they're crazy. No, they are literally in a different time. We just can't see that, and we don't know that. So it's all energetic. It's all energetic. So let's tune in to Instagram Live and see what we got. Amazing as always. Thank you, Jamaica, for tuning in. Oh wow, we had so many people tune in. Thank you guys. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, for those of you who are here in the Valley, we're going to do more of this. And if you guys like this spot, we might want to do a guided meditation just out in the park one day.
Yes.
Just record it and just have some fun and just create,
Create, learn, practice.
And just, gather as a community, because more people need this right here, We all go through things in our individual lives, but being able to connect in a space like this allows us to grow and allows us also to heal. And at the end of the day, that's what we're focused on, is healing and growing. Yes. Look, Sneak would get on Instagram right now.
What up, though, Sneak? Blessings, King.
All right, y'all. But if you got no questions, no comments, we will end it there. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a pleasure. If you don't want to share online, hit me privately. My DMs are always open. And again, you guys can follow me on Instagram, universal.healing. That is universal.healing, universal.healing. And our website is universalhealing.energy. If you are not local in the Valley and you cannot connect with us in person, we also do distant consultations. We teach online classes as well as do distance healing. So looking forward to connect. Thank you for the opportunity, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
it's always a pleasure. Anything else you want to add?
That's it. We're gonna keep doing this, so just stay tuned for more videos. You want to keep learning. Come out here if you can, get the chance. Hit us up. We'll actually post a week before we're coming out here, so you can prep and kind of join us on this journey. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.